So again, you can start off with the pen tool just to get some of the initial shape to it. Like I said, there's many ways to start to work with this to illustrate your designs. And there you have it. So the basis of the color I could grab from this piece, and again, enhance the color if I want to. Bring it up a little brighter. And just set this part across. Now again, with the mesh tool, letter U for the keystroke, when you open this up or double click on it, give you the text menu for it. So we'll set that up here. And here's the section. So now when I click on this, it'll set that color. I have this option to work from. I have these color palettes. I'll just kind of set one up here so you can see it. You can mix it or set the tint and tone right from the color that's here. So I can simply just take the slider to darken that piece. But that's the crosshatch line, if you think of it like the longitude and latitude section, and putting it down again, trying to get that dark value in there. So I'll just put a couple shadows in as you can see it stretching across the shading, and again kind of giving it a setting up with a dark outer edge, and then coming across with the lighter. So if I keep it right on that stroke, not trying to make too many lines at first, but that'll highlight it. And again, selecting it with the direct selection tool, you can change that coloring of it. So that's bringing that piece together. And the selection tool in here allows you to move it a little more freeform to grab a number of the tools together, so you can get a little bit of the highlighting that way. Okay. So that might give you a little bit more. So there's a way to start to illustrate it. Again, coming in even darker with this piece. You can always go back to this coloring, deselect it to get the eyedropper to pick a dark value from over here on the illustration. Keeping that pretty black in there. And then with the direct selection tool, all these points have handles to them, so you can adjust them to change. So you can manipulate the shading of it this way. If you move the outer edge, it moves the actual piece that has the tone and the anchor point become that, so you can adjust that section too. And they also have 3 handles to work from. Let's see, come back in with a highlight for here. Kind of building that up right there. You can kind of see how it's almost kind of like shading right on there with that. Keep in mind it still keeps its vector possibilities there. Just looking at that jelly piece. So I can come back in there and add more to it, just kind of refine it a little bit. But just taking a look at the outer side of this. Take the eyedrop and just grab this color. Shift X, so now the pen tool is continuing. Click right on the anchor point there. And again, the drawing was just scanned in with the photo. Here it is with the Shift X, so that fills it with that color. Send it to the back. I'm just going to take object path and offset the path a little bit. It's in preview, it's going to be larger with the 10 points, so just come back and make it a little bit smaller. Take the eyedrop tool and just click on a darker color than that. And again, trying to use the shapes to help build this. So just copy the piece, so there's two of these shapes together, and you can use the Pathfinder tool to punch that shape out. So there it is from there. Just go to Effect, Blur, go to the edge. That'll get you set up there. So you can blur it, or you can start to use the shape command here. Let's see if we can. It's going to lose a little bit, not too dark. Let's kind of go with that. Take a darker value. Make sure nothing's selected. And use the U. Build up some of these colors down here. So here's just kind of using that color palette. And again, you can use the selection to select a bunch of these points to be into that shadow. Use some of the tints up at the top. There's a way to kind of illustrate a little bit of that section. And that. Take this tool. So this one again lets you move the points and the handles to kind of get the shading up there, a little textural pieces there. So again, just a beginning, but you can go back in and refine this. So for example, this is the outer piece on the other side, so I'm just going to copy it. Just do an object, path again, and offset a little bit. Okay. Gradient. Some of the transparency, if you remember from before. So here's the transparency palette. Let's see if you can create that section there. Effect. And there's textures you can apply. Scaling. Okay to that. Just kind of taking a little bit of these styles here.